All right. Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Miami Call-In Show. I'm your host, Jaden Gonzalez. Um, Happy Thursday to everyone. We've had a very busy week, especially here on campus, with college game day being set up. It's UF week. Get hype, get excited. Um, this is fun. This is a fun time to be a Miami Hurricane. It's a fun time to be a fan of the team. It's a fun time to be in South Florida right now. Um, How's it going, John? Go Canes. Always, always, always. Um, yeah, again, campus is live. We're very, very, very excited for this week. We've been watching it for the last couple of days of them setting up college game day, ACC huddle, all that stuff. Campus is alive. Campus feels good. We're excited for this game. Rivalry renewed. Anytime you get to play UF, you want to beat them. So vibes feel good. Everything feels good right now. But yeah, I'll talk a little bit as we enter into this UF week. May have some people coming in, and then I'll post a link for anyone that wants to call in. But first and foremost, we can talk right away about what we got for this UF game. Again, national media attention, ESPN, ACC Network, all coming to Coral Gables for this game. I think Miami Gardens, ABC 7:30 slot. It's a top 5 game of the week. People are excited. People want to watch it. We're getting that national media, number 4 in the country. You got people on certain networks now, giving Miami they're the best team in the country kind of talk, and they have all the reason to do it. We have the resume with 2 wins against top 25 teams, two wins against top 20 teams. They have the talent they've proven on offense with the way that Carson Beck's been playing with that great offensive line and the receivers. The offense hasn't really lost a beat. And then defensively, the way that Bain and Mesidor have just led that defensive line to be unbelievable, put some pressure off the defensive back room. But the defense it's a night and day difference. We've mentioned over the course of on this channel, defense is a night and day difference. Shout out Corey Heatherman, and the offense doesn't look like it's missed a beat. They continue to play this level. If they continue to play this way, I have no doubt in my mind that Miami could be a national contender, that they're a contender for the national championship, that they're a team that can literally be favored for every game going along this way and even be a top team entering, the playoffs. They're the AC favorite. They're the front runners. Other than this week against UF, against FSU 2 weeks later, which thankfully we don't got to worry about right now. Got to win this week, bye week next week. If we win this week, we can enjoy a really nice week of football next week. And that's kind of what it's all about. Again, John's right. You got to win Saturday. We have upper hand over the last few matches against UF. We hate, obviously, everyone knows how much we don't like UF. You want to win these games. You want to take over South Florida. You want to take over Florida for another year in a row. You got to win these games. There's a lot of bad blood for obvious reason. And with the way that UF is playing, you got to show no mercy. You got to show no mercy at all, no matter how well they've played over the last few weeks, or how bad they've played the last 2 weeks. No matter how bad they've looked over the entire course of the Billy Napier tenure, you have to, show no mercy, foot on gas, step on their throats kind of game. No matter what, you have to play this game like you played Notre Dame. You got to play this game like it's a playoff game. Every game matters. Every game counts. You want to have that mentality and that mindset that this game is as important as every other game on the rest of the way. And it is. You want to beat UF. You want to take them down. And with the way that they're playing right now, it'd be a really nice send-off for Billy Napier if he got fired post-Saturday's game. So gotta win. Feels good, though, that we're in that kind of driver's seat. Last year was like, okay, let's see what we got with Cam Ward. This year, with what Beck has showed, with what the defense has showed, they've showed to me with the way that we've been dominating, against a very good team like USF, a win against Notre Dame. UF, on the other hand, their offense looks abysmal. DJ Lagway, 5 picks last Saturday. Defense looks good for them. I will give them that, although you can say whatever you want about LSU's offense or their lack of it. But UF's defense, you have to give them credit that they only allowed really 13 points. So you got to give them credit there. But yeah, DJ Lagway does not look good, and Miami's got to take advantage of that. So right before I will post a link for the StreamYard, I kind of want to mention my little keys to the game, and then I'll let everyone else, whoever wants to talk, give you theirs. My first one, though, you really have to put pressure on DJ Lagway. with the crowd that Miami's going to have on Saturday, with the environment, everything is we're now almost a little over 48 hours from kickoff. We're getting excited. We're feeling really, really, really good. Thank you, John, for the 1 month membership. Yes, let's go Canes. No mercy, always. Absolutely. But yeah, gotta put the pressure on Lagway. Gotta put the pressure on Lagway. The more that the defensive line of Bain and Mesura put pressure on them, it makes the defensive back room, their lives a lot easier. They were okay. They've looked pretty decent to begin the year, significantly better than last year. But they're not perfect. They're not perfect. They gave up a couple of chunk plays, a couple of deep balls against USF. But so they're not really perfect. But if the defensive line room, if they do their job, if they can swarm Lagway, if they can force him into these throws that he made against LSU, Miami's got this game, handedly defensively. So as long as on the defense, they get Lagway uncomfortable, they get to him early, they force him into some tight throws, they should be able to take care of that. And they limit the run, you force Lagway to throw even more. On the offensive side of the ball, as long as Carson Beck is upright, the offensive line, again, I believe the stat is that Carson Beck has only been pressured. I don't know what the number is. It's a extremely low amount. It's unbelievable what the number is. And if the offensive line continues to play to that level, Beck will have any open throw that he wants, whether it's to Malachi Tony, CJ Daniels, Keelan Marion, JoJo Trader, who we're assuming is active, Joshua Moore, even Tony Johnson, who got reps. They have a ton of receivers, even tight ends. You want to go Alex Bowman, you want to go Elijah Lofton. They have guys. They have an elite offensive line. If the offensive line protects Beck the way that he's been protected the first 3 weeks, Miami should be able to take them down handedly. It should be a nice win. And potentially this could be one of the last games of the Miami UF rivalry for some time, because we don't have them scheduled for a while. If this is the last one for, maybe anywhere between 3 to 5 years, take them down, win this game, make it feel good, have that lingering effect on UF for forever. And there's hundreds of recruits coming to campus, coming to the game this weekend. You got to show out for them. This is the games where Malachi Tony and Joshua Moore are telling those guys that come to the U, come to the school, dominate. There's over 13 of the top 20 receivers are in town, over 100 blue chip prospects. It's going to be big. It's going to be live. It's a game that everyone wants to see. Everyone wants to be there for. Miami UF, there's no better story. There's no better game this week. And, let's have it. So enough with me. I want to hear what you guys got to say. I mean, I can pose some questions, but whatever question you got for me, whatever belief you got about this UF game, whatever you want to hear, please, even if it's about college game day. I know that they just announced the guest picker being Matthew Tkachuk, which I would have preferred it to be someone from but I digress. But I will post the streamer link right now. Oh, my bad. I'm going to post the streamer link right now. Click on the link or copy it and put it into your web browser, and whatever take you guys want. I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited to hear what you guys got to say. Again, it's a big week. You guys could give me any take you guys want about this game, about this team. Again, I think this team right now is playing at a level that we haven't seen in a lot of time. Like, this is legitimate. Last year, I had a ton of skepticism because of their defense, as everyone else did. Because Cam Ward was amazing. The team that he had on offense was amazing, but the defense scared you so much. Even against USF, like week 3, they scared me. I was like, is this team really that good defensively? Is this team even quality enough to make a run, to do anything outside of maybe winning the ACC? And they didn't even do that. So this year, you're looking at it and you're like, let's have that revenge for last year's team. Dominate. And you have the offense this year. The defense looks amazing. This team is playing at a quality that we haven't seen in quite some time. This is a team that legitimately has, contenders, the ability to be a contender. I mean, look at the rest of the college football world right now. Ohio State looks okay. Their defense is still very good. Their offense is still figuring things out. LSU's offense is struggling. Their defense is great. Offense still figuring it out. Arch Manning and DJ Lagway have looked terrible to begin the year. Even at UF, their hopes they're done. But Texas, they look good. They look pretty bad with Arch. Penn State, Penn State and Oregon haven't really played anyone. They're going to play each other in a couple of weeks. We'll figure that out. We haven't seen a lot of really anyone in terms of resumes. Miami has the best one right now. No one else has a win against 2 top 20 opponents other than USF. So, well, that's not true. USF is 2 top 25 wins. Miami is 2 top 20 wins. And a win against UF. And 2 weeks later, if they were to beat FSU, it'd be by far the best resume. I would be calling for them to be the number 1 team in the country because there's no other team with that kind of resume at that time, at that point of the season. So, I mean, we can look at it. Georgia looks good. I'll give them credit. They played a really tough game against Tennessee, but the rest of college football is pretty open. It's very open this year. Lenore Sellers is hurt. There's no elite quarterback. John Mateer is very good for Oklahoma. I'll give them that. But there's not a lot where you can be like, last year I felt like you could say that it was Ohio State and everyone else, or Ohio State and Oregon and everyone else. This year, I think there is no and everyone else. I think there's just a lot of very good teams. And these are the kind of games that will separate you from the rest of the pack. If you get this win and UF takes a win against, an Ole Miss later this year, or a Texas, or one of those, or even FSU end of the year, if they take one of those games, there's no, it could only help Miami's resume going forward. And these are the kind of games you want to win, not only for the future, not only for right now in terms of the course of the season, but in the future. When you have this many recruits, over 100 recruits coming to Hard Rock for this game, you have to show out, you have to ball out, you have to play some fun football. The game last year, right, 41-17, everyone remembers it. You got to have that kind of mentality. If you can if you can take a 41-17 win, I'd take that any day of the week, plus on if we beat you at 41-17 again. That will be a highlight of the season, highlight of college, of a Miami history. You got to win these kind of games. And with the amount of recruits that are there, with the amount of national media that's there, with College Game Day coming to campus on Saturday, I think this game kind of, to me, almost means more to me than Notre Dame. Notre Dame's got like a historic rival because of everything that happened in the 80s. UF is just an in-state rival that you just want to beat the hell out of. No, no offense to any Gator fans here, but you just want to beat UF. You want to, be the reason that Lagway gets fired, or that Napier gets fired and Lagway transfers. You want to be that like final nail in the coffin as UF faces like a crazy schedule coming up for the rest of the year. You want to be that team. Right now, people are afraid of Miami. That's why they're getting that national respect and that national attention, which to me, it almost, as much as I'm a little afraid, like, I'm afraid that Miami might, struggle with that narrative, or like they might not live up to that expectation. Screw that. Live up to it, meet that expectation and exceed that. If you're not an underdog, act like you're the favorite and treat yourself like you're the favorite, and prove to the rest of the country that you are the favorite, that you are this top team. Prove to yourself that. Prove to everyone that you are a top team in this country. Prove to everyone that you are, the best team in Florida, the best team in the ACC, best team in college football. You got to prove yourself to that each and every week. And it's a week by week mentality. So you got to, ignore everything that happened in the weeks prior. Even with UF, despite of how much of a train wreck they look right now, you have to kind of treat any game like it's a playoff game. You cannot kind of overlook them. You cannot overlook anything right now when it comes to college football, especially with a rivalry like UF. UF is a talented team. Are they a good team? That's to be determined. Probably not. Are they a talented team? Yes. They have a ton of blue chip prospects. They have a ton of loaded talent. I mean, as a talent, and from a talent standpoint, DJ Lagway is an incredible talent. From every other talent, like, they have the talent. It's kind of the everything else that's like, do they have that? So again, Miami's just got to prove to the rest of the country that they are legit. Just continue to prove it week in, week out. But yeah, I know you guys have a lot of things to say. I see you guys on Kane's Twitter all the time. Whatever you guys got to say, please join the StreamYard link. Talk, whatever it may be, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, don't care. Give me a question that we can talk to the rest of the chat with. You guys in the chat, you don't want to join in, just ask me a question. I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for anything right now because, it's a great day. It's a great day to be a Miami Hurricane. It's a great day to be a fan of them. It's a great day to be, at this point of the season right now when you're 3-0 and you look pretty good. There's really nothing I can say that I wish Miami was better at. Maybe No, I can't say I'm more than satisfied with the way that they've looked through 3 weeks. When you've beaten Notre Dame and you've beaten Bethune, you've beaten USF. When we first started this, one of the questions that I asked was, would we prefer to go be a 2-loss team with those losses being non-conference, or be a 2-loss team with them being in conference? And I kept thinking, it probably would make sense if you were to lose them in conf or to lose them out of conference, because then you can still control your own destiny and win the ACC and all that. That kind of idea, that mentality, it's out of the window now. When you've looked at the way that this team looks, this team no longer has, and when you beat Notre Dame, that mentality is entirely different. This mentality now is go 12-0. It's to go undefeated. It's to make a run for the college football playoff. I know it's week 4. But they look that good. They look that quality right now, where you can say that they are. You can make a legitimate case and have legitimate standing to say that they're the best team in the country right now. And I don't think that people would disagree with you, because the resume is there, the talent is there, the production is there. They dominated a quality USF team. They had Notre Dame scrambling for most of that game. Bethune's Bethune, but they handled the guys they needed to handle. They won the games they needed to win. They have the best right now, the best looking offensive and defensive line with the way, and then they have a potential to even have the 2 top 10 picks and maybe even a third one if Beck were to light it up. But Bain and CC Maui Noah, leading the offense and defensive line, they look incredible. Bain has truly transformed himself into potentially the best defensive player in college football, apart from maybe Caleb Downs. He's that good, where he's playing as the best defensive player in college football. Carson Beck, through 3 games, is getting Heisman notice. He's getting that kind of watch. These are the talent is there, the production is there. They are showing winning football, and they're showing everything that they need to show to give to have that belief. Last year, you're like, do we have that belief? We're struggling. Virginia Tech, we won on a reverse call. Cal, they 3:30 a.m. They barely win that game. You lose to Georgia Tech, you lose to Syracuse. Like, they were playing with fire all year long. The defense was far from bad. It was significantly worse than any defense I've ever seen. And I'm a Jets fan. And so they look bad. They looked really bad defensively last year, and Cam Ward kind of put the team on his back, so to speak. This year, they have the tools, they have the talent, they have everything they need to be successful. And shout out Mario Cristobal for even having the fact that it shows how good Miami is when you have 3 true freshmen balling out right now, in Bryce Fitzgerald, the safety, Malachi Tony, the now 18-year-old, and Joshua Moore, who had 2 touchdowns last week. It's a testament to how good Miami is, how good Cristobal is at recruiting in the trenches, and the coaching that he's brought. Shannon Dawson's been fantastic. Alex Mirabal as the O-line coach has been unbelievable. Corey Heatherman's had a great start to his Miami career. You have to give credit to Mario Cristobal for the way that he's developed this team. Again, I mentioned this last week. You look at coaches in their 4th year. Billy and Brian Kelly are in that discussion. They're all coaches that in that 4, and Lincoln Riley. And you can look at these guys, and you can easily make the case that Miami's in the best position out of those 4 coaches, because Billy's about to get fired. Lincoln Riley was on the hot seat last year. I think that was kind of fake, but USC is okay. They're a top 25 team. Their defense is still struggling, but they're better than they were last year. And LSU is playing very well, but Brian Kelly's always going to be on the hot seat when his previous 2 coaches won national championships, at year 4, and he's in year 4 right now. He's got to prove something. Mario Cristobal is just playing. He's rebuilding the way that he was doing at Oregon. He's doing a very good job of his recruiting, and everything he's doing has been fantastic. And wins in seasons like this are just perfect. This is a good question. I know the student section is wearing all white, and I'm not totally sure if that means the players are wearing all white. I think they're going to go orange and white. I think that's my guess, is that they stick with the orange and white. I will look it up though, because I've been really curious about it too. But the student section is definitely wearing stormtroopers. They're wearing all white, and I think the players could wear stormtroopers. They could not. They wore stormtroopers last year against UF on the road. Could see it again. I don't know. I don't know yet. It'd be cool though if they went orange and white. I think they're the nicest unis. I'm not crazy about green, honestly. I think the orange and white is classic. I think it fits them really well. I think it, and they've won in them all the time. They keep winning in them. I don't know. I like the orange and white look. I think it's sleek. I think it fits really well. They go orange and white, and then the stormtroopers, and then they mix in. You wear the black unis once, and you forget about it, and then you wear the green unis once, maybe twice. I'm not totally sold on the green ones yet. They wore them against Duke last year. They looked all right. The all orange isn't great either. I like the orange and white, and then I like white and white. But I mean, they have a great ward. I actually think they have one of the better wardrobes in college football. They've done a really good job with them. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's partially why the student section is wearing white this week is because they don't want to blend in with the UF guys. So if you wear all white, maybe they wear stormtroopers. I could see that. If the student section is wearing white, maybe then the players are wearing white. Couldn't tell you truthfully. I'm trying to get that insider knowledge, but I got nothing right now. But yeah, I'll post the StreamYard link a couple more times. Again, I got nothing else on my mind to talk about. Oh, I like that. Give me your score predictions as well. Thank you, Mike Jeezy. I think 45-10 is fair, truthfully. I want to beat them bad. I want this to be as similar to 41-17 as possible. I think we can definitely win that game like that. I think this game could go many ways. I think this game could easily be close for a lot of it because UF is still a good team. And, you know, emotions do run high and confidence runs high when you are playing an in-state rival, and kind of you can throw some things out of the window when it comes to this. Yeah, for the StreamYard link, I posted it in the chat. I believe you can copy it and then put it in a web browser, and then you should be good. But about the game, I think the way I've been looking at it is I think that UF is a quality team regardless of how bad they looked. I think they maybe stay close for the first half, and then Miami they pull away. The dominant run game works, and I think it will work out for them. So I think it could work for. It can work a lot of ways. I would love a 41-17. So yeah, look, it's true. I'm not gonna deny it. DJ Lagway looks bad. He had a terrible week. He had 9 picks all freshman year. He's got 5 already. He's got 6 already through 2 weeks. Or through 3 weeks. It's a bad start for him. UF's offense is in shambles. They can't run the ball. DJ Lagway can't throw the ball. They lose one of their best defensive players, and then and you lose 20-10 to LSU in a game that you could have won easily. Disaster, absolute disaster for them. Miami could easily, 1, end their season, 2, end Billy Napier's career at UF, and that could force Lagway to transfer. So he could technically redshirt and then enter the portal if he wanted to. I don't think he will. But it does open the door for that, and it would feel good to have UF have all that controversy, and it would stem from Miami kind of, ending them. Little final nail in the coffin kind of feel. Yo, how's it going, Nick?
Good. Ah! Crap. I was not expecting to do this quick.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good, man. Yeah, normally I don't really watch your videos until usually the next day because I drive a truck or whatnot. So, but yeah, I'm excited for Saturday. I think we're definitely gonna dominate.
I mean, there's no way about it. I mean, what do you think score prediction wise?
Ooh, I'm thinking about 38-17.
Yep.
I've been trying to listen to a lot of other people. I think they got a lot of problems, and I don't think they'll be able to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the way that they looked against LSU last week, their offense just looked all out of sorts. Lagway looked so bad. The
Yeah.
defense, I thought the defense actually played a pretty good game overall, but the way that they struggled they couldn't run the ball. Their offense looked that bad that I can't see that Miami doesn't take over in this game. Miami looks that much better than them. I mean, if you can look at it if you want over the way that they looked against USF, where USF beat UF and they looked terrible against USF. And the Miami, they beat them by almost 30 and they probably could have won by more. If you look at the game just from that, Miami should handily win this game. But look, rivalry still.
Oh
If the
yeah.
offense plays the way that they do and the way that Bane and Mesidor have been playing, I have no reason to believe that Miami doesn't take this game easily.
Oh, for sure. I was not expecting to get on. Actually, I was kind of a little. This is the first time.
No, you're good.
But no. Yeah. The way they, I mean, they struck. I mean, they threw freaking a whole bunch of freaking or excuse me. They got touchdowns and all their. I mean, they got penalties and never got to freaking score. So I mean, they have a lot. They're having a lot of problems. They can't do anything.
Yeah, against USF, they struggled pretty much with everything. They had the safety. Lagway had a bad pick. And then they let USF go down the field and get that game-winning field goal drive. And then LSU was like, I mean, Lagway really sold them the game. They probably could have had that game. They could have won that game if Lagway doesn't throw 5 picks, with one of them being a pick six and another one being in field goal range. Just such a bad game from him. And then their offense they look out of sorts in every way. Everyone's calling for Billy's head. Their confidence has to be at an all-time low. I can't imagine that they kind of build all that up and they just take down Miami. It doesn't feel like it.
And I mean, I was listening to one podcast today, and they were saying basically how they don't know if it. I mean, they said something about how it's mechanics or whatever with Lagway and stuff. I mean, he needs to get his stuff together.
It's bad because I think he was a very talented quarterback. I was confident in him actually being one of the best, being the toughest quarterback we would face all year long. Truthfully, I thought he was going to be the toughest quarterback we would face, and he's looked nothing short of bad. I mean, through the first 3 games. So if hopefully Miami can kind of take over that, there should still be a little bit of concern because he has the potential to be a very good player. He's got to make sure that he's able to do that. That's always my thought is he could still throw a really nice deep ball. He had one against LSU that got called back for a hold. So he can still do it. You gotta still, the defense still has to be very solid. And I think that they can do that if the defensive line, pressures him and does their thing.
Yeah, for sure. I was so not prepared.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I mean, that's the whole point why we're here. Look.
Well, I saw your video last week and I felt bad that nobody jumped on. So I was like, well, I said I'm going to jump on next week.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we're looking for more people to try to chime in, whatever. Because I know all these Miami fans, they got a lot to say. I know they do. I hear them all the time.
So pretty much I've been watching so many videos: Miami Mayhem, Cam Underwood.
Yep.
Crap, who else? And just listening and trying to retain everything. But I mean, rivalry does play a major factor. I mean, look at the history with us and FSU. I mean, it's always freaking usually close unless somebody's got great talent, unfortunately. But yeah, I can see us definitely winning. Oh, who were you expecting to be in the guest picker?
Truthfully, I mean, so on campus, it was kind of the ongoing discussion, and the main 2 answers were Danny Ramirez and The Rock. Mm-hmm. And my issue with Danny Ramirez, Danny represents you very well. It's more of his popularity about how well known he is. I didn't think he was as well known that he was going to get it. I know really wanted him, and then The Rock, I knew that he had a publicity tour going on, and I thought that one made sense. I was very surprised to be Matthew Tkachuk, truthfully. That was not the answer. That I was thinking anyone related to UM, even Alex Earl, the Cavender twins, was
Yeah.
not at all expect, or a former athlete was not expecting it to be Kachuk.
I was hoping for Michael Irvin.
Yep.
Um, crap, who else? Ed Reed, Ray
Yeah.
Lewis, or I'm trying to think of the last one.
Jimmy
Rattler.
Johnson would have been cool as well.
Who?
Jimmy Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I know somebody was saying like they're gonna probably want somebody with a younger generation.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why I thought it was gonna be Alex Earl, honestly, because she works for ABC right now with Dancing with the Stars. I was like, oh, that could work as
yeah,
well. Kachuk was not the guy I was thinking. He is a South Florida guy right now. It'd be pretty cool though if he comes with the Stanley Cup. That'd be pretty cool.
yeah. I just was hoping for somebody that. Well, I mean, not that Michael Irvin. I mean, Michael Irvin. Yeah, I was hoping for somebody that is actually from the 305.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And Pitbull was not somebody I was really wanting with him
No,
in FIU.
yeah,
I was going to be pretty pissed
me too.
if
Yeah,
it was.
that was one I was thinking of. I was like, can't be. I didn't think it was gonna be Pitbull, but because of the FIU stuff. So
Mhm.
to me, it did come down to Danny and The Rock. But like, truthfully, Kachuk kind of threw me way off. I thought it was gonna be someone at least that represented UM or went to UM or played for UM, something like that. Not a guy on the Panthers, truthfully.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm looking. I can't wait to see our defense fly around.
Yeah.
I'm highly impressed. I mean, I kind of figured with the way Corey Heatherman has been playing or coaching, and the way that he did for Minnesota, remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to turn it or change it around as fast as they did. Truthfully, I
yeah,
didn't. I know that they had because they totally overhauled everything in terms of at least in the secondary, and I didn't think I thought it would kind of take a little bit to gel and kind of make build that chemistry together. And through 3 weeks, they look just night and day. But I think a lot of that does stem from Bane and Mesut being really two of the best defensive linemen in the entire country. Their defensive line is so good that it takes that pressure off the defensive back room, and they can kind of, as long as if they can get to the quarterback early, it makes the defensive back room's job a whole lot easier. And we've seen a lot of guys step up. Xavier Lucas looks really good. Ethan O'Connor, OJ Frederic, Damari Brown, and then Bryce Fitzgerald, as a true freshman, is playing really well. So they've had a lot of guys really step up as well in that defensive room.
that person is going to be a damn stud.
Yeah. I love that they have 3 true freshmen that are playing consistently between him, Tony, and Joshua Moore. I think it really is a testament to how well of a team that they are right now. That they're deep and they have talent everywhere.
I was really looking forward to Hayden Lope, seeing how he
Yeah, me
did.
too.
Especially, I don't know if you heard, but I heard he ended up pushing over Tommy Kinsler.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And I mean, you know how big Tommy Kinsler is.
He's a big dude. He's a big dude.
So
Yeah.
that he's going to be, I mean, he's going to be a stud next year.
I
And
mean,
then Bobby,
hopefully he redshirts. I think he looks good. But yeah, continue.
yeah, I'm hoping it's not a major injury. I mean, people were kind of talking, possibly him trying to play in the postseason.
I hope so. He'd be a great addition. He adds another layer of depth to that, and even the defensive line room, apart from the guys I had mentioned, but like Armando Blunt, Marquise Lightfoot, David Belay, Ahmad Moten, they
Oh,
played incredible.
that's who I'm hoping. I'm hoping Lightfoot plays a little more this year. I
Yeah,
mean,
he has.
this game.
He's a little bit, but Blunt has really, really, really looked good through those first few games. So they're getting a lot out of. I mean, some really young guys too. Blunt's
Mhm.
18. It's pretty impressive with what they have, and it's cool that you can kind of look at it and be like, they have a lot of that talent coming back next year, so you can
Yeah.
be pretty happy with it, pretty pleased.
This, I mean, this is also remarkable because this is also showing all the 2026 and 27 recruits. Hey, come on,
Yep.
freshmen, you'll be able to play. All you get. I mean, you'll be able to contribute.
Absolutely. I think that's going to be the one thing that they're going to try to show this week when you have over 100 blue chip prospects coming in. They're going to show that if you're talented enough, you're that good, you're going to start right away. With the way
Yeah,
that Malachi Tony has played when he's only he was 17 in his first 3 games, the way that he's playing right now, he can prove to any other receiver that if you're as good as him, you can easily take over that starting spot day 1.
Yeah, for sure. Um, and the other one that I was hoping to be able to watch was Bobby Washington.
Yeah,
I mean, with Popo, Popo said he was freaking flying. I mean, what running? I think like a 4.4, 4.5, low 4.5s.
yeah, that's another one right there. I mean, they have a lot of they're talented. They got a lot of young guys too. But as a redshirt sophomore, I think that I think he is solid. Bobby Washington. They just have a lot of depth. They have a ton of depth everywhere they have. So I'm excited with what they have this season and rest of the season as well.
Yeah. I'm. I don't. I've been ever since this season. I've been wanting it's next game, next game, next
Yeah,
game. But I know 2 weeks game day or 3 weeks, excuse me. Playing Florida
yeah,
State. I'm ready for that game.
yeah. Look. I want to get UF so I can get a full week of like relaxing, and then it's like all right, FSU time. So, but I'm on the same boat as you because that game's gonna be huge.
Yeah, and
Huge.
it's our first freaking away game. I
Yeah,
wish we had another away game prior, but
I agree. But I like having the bye week at least. I think that will help.
oh yeah, and I mean we get more time to learn and
Yeah, and
I'm
it'll be FSU's next test against against a real opponent because after Bama, it's been two pretty light games, or is it really one game, and then they have another two coming up. They got Kent State and Virginia. So
and the at least on a Friday night can at least somewhat throw them off.
yeah, that's the hope. I think we're gonna see a little bit more of who they are as a team rather than the East Texas A&M game. Right? I think that obviously Bama's a big game. That was a
Yeah.
great win for them, but rest of the season as well, we gotta kind of see how they look.
Um, I know somebody also said basically, I mean, this game, that Florida State game is going to be the one to either put us in the ACC championship or not.
Yeah, with the Georgia Tech schedule is so easy. Rest of the season, uh, Cal. I mean, I'm not totally crazy on Cal, but the way
Mm.
their 5-star quarterback has looked, they have a pretty fair schedule rest of the way. SMU hasn't. We can beat SMU and we can kind of take them out, but we don't play. And then Clemson, I'm not worried about Clemson.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Georgia Tech's the only team right now that other than FSU that kind of really scares me.
yeah.
So,
But all right, well, I got to hop off because I got to be up early.
well, I
But
appreciate the
yeah,
call in, Nick.
I'll try and call in more and appreciate the show.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, thank you, Nick, for tuning in. Again, I will post the link right here. And Falconer, thank you for showing up for the 305. We definitely need some helicopters for this week. Cannot wait. It would be very fun if we had some helicopters. But again, this is gonna be a very crowd. It's gonna be a very big crowd. Very excited for what they, how they look, how they kind of come out. The way that I was talking about the crowd against Notre Dame during Notre Dame week, I feel like we're gonna get the same thing. I feel it. I really do feel like we're gonna get kind of that same vibe. So I'm excited for what Miami can do. I'm excited for this week. It can really go like a win here would be just so good on. It looks so good on the resume. It looks so good on for the committee to see. You have an SEC win, you have the Notre Dame win, and then you have the ACC schedule rest of the way. You win those games, again, helps. Really does help. After FSU, they have another bye week, and then it's 7 straight games. So that's going to be tough as well. They're going to struggle in some of these games. Louisville on a Friday night's not easy. They end the season back-to-back road games, Virginia Tech and Pitt. And Virginia Tech's bad. They're a total dumpster fire. But Pitt could be a little. I know they lost to West Virginia, but they could be a pesky team to play. Last week of the year in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's going to be a pretty cold game for Miami. It's not going to be easy for them. So you gotta kind of be happy right now where you are, but understand that rest of the season is going to be pretty. Also going to be some technically tough games. I know. You can you can say all you want about how bad the ACC is, but we are still a competitive conference overall. But yeah, again, StreamYard link in the description. Again, I'll keep posing game predictions in the comments, whatever else, whatever we got. Kane predictions, whatever you guys think. This one to me, I was very, last week against USF, I said we'd win by 2 touchdowns. We won by a lot more than that. This week, I'm gonna be a little overconfident here, kind of the way that you guys are thinking. Maybe not so overconfident. I'm gonna go. I think they repeat. I think they go 41-17. I think they repeat. I like that. Slug Bruce 42-13. I think that they have one of those just dominant performances. I think they get like a big pick six. I think I'm everything about this game to me is reminiscent of 2017 against Notre Dame, where the whole media was on them, national attention everywhere. You got this game, big game on national TV. Is going to be on 7:30 at ABC with Fowler and Herb Street. It was on game day, and I think that Miami they dominate. I think they take over. I think that the people, people hop back on the Canes train. I think that they're going to get that. They already have great, national media attention. I think we're going to get even more of it. So I'm excited for what they got. I'm excited for Saturday. I'm excited for game day. I will be waiting at 5 a.m. to get in line. That is a good question, Falconer. If Lagway learns or remembers how to play quarterback or remembers that he is an extremely talented quarterback, that does scare me. Pieces, of course, that scares me a little bit if he does remember to play, but he hasn't really showed that. And as well as that, Billy Napier is a terrible head coach. So Mario should be able to outcoach the hell out of him. I will be waiting at 5 a.m. outside game day, outside on Lakeside patio for the game. I've been waiting for a long time to get game day, so I will definitely be waiting. Definitely, you will see me in the crowd, and as well as that, I'll be in the press box for the game on Saturday at Hard Rock. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a fun time. It's gonna be a very good Saturday. Got no complaints there. So yeah. That's the whole point. Every time you're playing these games, you're like, I think we win by a little bit, wanting to win by a lot. But at the end of the day, if you keep winning, all you have to do is go 1-0 every week. You go 1-0 every week, and you keep winning these games. And I think at the end of the day, it's the mentality. Go 1-0 every single week. Play your brand of football every single week, and just play dominant football. Be that team each and every single week. I think that we have a really good shot. Yeah, that was the one thing that was just mentioned, that from Nick, that Lagway's mechanics look so bad, and I don't know if he has a week to repair his mechanics fully. And when LSU or when UF is they're pressing right now, where they're in a spot where they literally can't mess up. They can't do anything. They have to play a perfect game if they want to win this week. They have a bazooka of a schedule coming up right after. So everything about it is going to be so bad. I mean, that was the other thing. UF just fired they just suspended one of their running back coach over the scrimmage against LSU. And Roscoe said, I don't know how true this is. If it is true that they just hired someone for this, that's a bad omen right away when you're trying to hire someone for these pregame skirmish. I don't think that's true, but it's a bad omen right away. Everything feels bad over in Gainesville right now. We have all the good vibes. We gotta get away from those bad vibes over there. Good vibes only in Miami. Vibes are high. They play their game brand of football. They win this game pretty easily. Gotta win though. Gotta win 1-0 every week. Treat this game like it's any other week. Yeah, over and over again. You got to think with that kind of mindset, that kind of logic, whatever we got. I'll post a link a couple more times, and then I will hop off for the week. But we have a big, busy schedule coming up. So yes, please stay tuned to this channel, like and subscribe as well. Yeah, let's face it, we're so shell shocked from the constant. It's so true. It's so true. I was thinking about this week where I saw Brad Crawford from CBS say that Miami was the best team in college football. It feels weird. It feels weird when you're in this this spot where people are saying that you're the best team in the country, that we have the best resume, that we're not trying to convince people that we're the best team, or we're not trying to convince people that we're a legitimate team. People are telling us and they're telling the national media that we are. It's a weird feeling. It feels kind of odd, honestly. It's almost like when you're a fan of a really bad football, like NFL team, and you finally get like a really nice set of games, and you're like, I feel like this feels weird. None of this feels normal because you're just so normal to your season being over at a certain point in time. Miami fans over the last 20 years have been accustomed to constant letdowns that when we're 3-0, we're kind of on edge at all times. But truthfully, enjoy the ride, enjoy this experience, enjoy this year of college football, and just have some fun. Absolutely, Falconer. I agree with you here. That I would rather beat UF than FSU, and this is solely based on future opponents. That currently we're not scheduled to play UF for the foreseeable future because of SEC scheduling and all that. We play FSU every year. That's honestly my only reasoning for it. Truthfully, I'd probably rather beat FSU this year because FSU is the number 7 team in the country, and if you beat them, having 2 top 10 wins through five games would be unbelievable. Be nuts. Having two top 10 wins against ranked opponents would be absolute crazy, and it'd be a huge ACC win that would go a long way towards ACC championship game. But if you want to look at future opponents, the fact that we don't there's a world where we don't play UF for a big stretch of games like recently. I'd probably want to beat UF to get the last laugh on that rivalry. But end of the day, you want to win every game you play. FSU probably to me would matter. This year matters more. I hate UF more than anyone. I do. I hate UF more than anyone. But I think it means a little bit more if you beat FSU, number 7 team in the country. It's a big week. It's a big game. So yeah. Oh, what's going on, Caden? Hello.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. How you doing, Caden?
Jaden, how is my favorite you Miami fan going on tonight?
I feel good. I feel great. I feel great right now, Caden. I feel like a team that's about to get folded
I
up.
know. I could hear by the tone of your voice, my brother from another mother, my brother from the 305. I know you're fired up, and I know you're ready to come back and whip our ass in the playoffs. I can feel it.
Miami looks better than Ohio State right now. They look better.
No, I'll give you boys that credit. I'll give you guys that credit. Y'all look better than us.
We look.
I mean, you guys beat Notre Dame in a showdown, but that was just because you were letting them know who runs the 305.
Yeah, Ohio State was playing close to Texas, and Texas has looked pretty bad this year.
Right? I know, right?
Yeah. So I mean, look, I think Ohio State's got one of the best defenses in college football. They're still figuring things out offensively, but Miami right now currently.
But here's the thing, also, Miami has one of the great offenses in the country too.
Yeah. They've proved right away that they have one of the best offenses right now.
Right, and then I feel like Miami's defense. Shout out to that defense in the 305.
Yeah.
When you handle business, you handle business. That's all these boys do is handle business.
Yeah, I mean, the way that they've dominated, Ruben Bain looks incredible. Akeem Mesidor looks great. The defensive line, I mean, we keep saying it, it's really playing like the best in college football. And it's just a night and day difference than last year. Last year, they just looked so bad in every facet.
And I know you guys are going to beat the brakes off of Clemson. I guarantee y'all going to beat the brakes off of Florida.
Yeah.
Because that's all you boys do. That's all you boys do. Is beat the brakes off of anybody. If anybody wants to talk up in the 305, I know you're gonna be open up a can of whoop ass on them and serving it to them.
You're right. I mean, I feel pretty confident right now about US. Little Falconer here. Miami beats OSU for the Natty if it counts for 2. It's a good point. We do want payback. We want payback from that national championship in 2002.
Oh, and you call that a BS call?
You know it was.
Oh, I know it was. I just about to stir the pot up. Get more energy in this room. Come on now.
Hey, you're right. You're right.
Because I'll tell you what, that was a BS call. But other Buckeye fans will say that wasn't a BS call. I know it's a BS call.
Yeah, it was. It flat out was. I haven't even been a Miami fan that long.
I mean, you sound like a diehard Miami fan.
I am, but I mean, I only have become a diehard since I've gotten to the school.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, you go to school. I mean, you're in the 305. I mean, you got the coolest unis, best Hall of Fame players to play the game at the University of Miami. I mean, Andre Johnson, Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Jason Taylor. I mean, you got all the guys.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the once in a lifetime, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
Miami's once in a lifetime.
I love it here. I love rooting for these. This team's awesome. It's fun to root for. But I do feel for some of these fans that have been watching them their whole life. At least the last 20 years have not been fun. So I do feel for those fans.
No, but this is the time after 20 years. I said this. Miami fans have finally woken up after 20 years, and that team's finally woken up after 20 years, and they're starting to open up a can of whoop ass on anybody they see fit. And if they want to open up a can of whoop ass on anyone, they'll open up a can of whoop ass on anyone. Georgia Tech, Clemson, Florida, USF. I mean, y'all just whooped USF's ass.
Yep. A team that UF lost to 2 weeks ago. So that gives me even more confidence in Miami over UF this week. I don't know. I got this confidence against UF that they just looked so bad last week. They looked so bad on offense.
I'll tell you this though. I know you're gonna beat the brakes off of Florida. I know you guys are gonna beat the brakes off. I mean, because in the 305, that's all you do is hurt people and handle business. I mean, that's why they call it the hurt business down there in the 305. What do you mean? They hurt people. Right. What the hell do you mean? As a Buckeye fan, I'm ready to rumble. You know, forget the rest of our schedule. Get the 305, get the voice of the 305 and the national championship trophy. We'll put it on the line right now. But no, they want to say the two biggest, meanest group of men in the building. They don't want us to go fighting at it right now because they know that's going to be bad business. But it wouldn't be bad business for crying out loud. Like, if you got two sets of big dogs in one room, you should let them look eye to eye. Like, you cannot just be letting them sit there and not stare and not give someone at least a piece of advice to say, hey, we're not around. We're here to kick somebody's ass.
Yeah.
And pardon me for my foul language, but you know what? Forget it. Fuck this. Like, we're the two schools that don't give a damn about nobody and don't give a fuck about nobody. You come up and talk shit, you're gonna get your ass handed. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. That's how I feel. I mean, I look at last year, Miami UF talking a lot. Miami backed it up. Miami talked a lot. Miami backed it up because that's who they are. That's in their identity these last 2 years, that they've become that identity that we have a big game. We're going to beat you. We're going to beat you.
And since Mario Cristobal has come in as head coach, he has done some amazing things for that program. And when you talk smack, you back it up, and Miami's backed it up. I'm gonna give them boys 100% credit for backing all they got up. They backed it up, and they didn't give a damn about anybody. And I know you're gonna beat Florida State. That's for damn sure. I know y'all gonna smack Florida State around. I mean, Florida State, let's be honest, that's a circus show. Florida ain't nothing but a bunch of baby gators who are pretty much easy to hunt down and eat. And, well, USF and UCF, I don't know about them. They're just a whole lot of mess in everything else. And I don't know what the hell is going on down there in Central Florida.
Yeah. No, but look, whole state of Florida right now, I was a little nervous that how good are we compared to the rest of them? Like UF, baby. UF was the only team I had that kind of like concern with.
Arrogance.
Yeah.
I mean, that's arrogance. They can't back up arrogance.
Yeah.
Like Miami, let's be honest, they don't need arrogance. The only thing that they do is that they actually proved it. If you talk shit up in their house and they say they're gonna beat your ass and they beat your ass, well, they just told you the damn truth.
Yep.
That's the bottom line. I mean, as a Ohio State fan, I've lived through 16 years, 25 years of that. I mean, 20 years for me, 20 years of us backing it up and whipping people's ass. Truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Miami's building it. They've got that program the way that they have, where we just feel like right now we're in a spot where this is the year of all the years. This feels different than any other year right now. That's how much better they've looked.
This is the time that Miami steps up and says, we're not fucking around. We're here to kick somebody's ass. You get in our way of us getting the national championship. Well, there's just only one thing we're going to do, and that's beat your ass to a bloody pulp, and we don't give a damn about how bad we beat you.
Yep.
We beat you bad, we're going to kick your ass, leave you on the side of the road in a mess of your own blood and everything else. And I don't know if you want me to go into further description, but I think you can get the picture of it. Blood, guts, lungs, everything else, and even every organ.
Yep. Yeah. I look. That's why I think it's gonna be the same thing as last year. Falconer 305 again. We stomped them. We stomped the hell out of them in the swamp last year. And I don't expect anything different. Don't expect anything different on Saturday.
I know y'all own that swamp.
Yep.
And you're gonna have to get me a rental house there in the swamp one of these days. I'll have to come down to the swamp, and y'all have to give me that rental house that y'all own down there, because I've been curious about coming down to that rental swamp house if you guys got the keys to it.
That's what I'm saying. That's I mean they look good. We've owned UF the last 7 games. They're like 5-2. They're incredible against UF as of late. I don't want to stop playing them. I want to keep beating the hell out of UF.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, do you guys got the keys to that rental house, the swamp rental house?
I'm sure a couple guys in the chat have it.
Hey, somebody sent me the keys to the UF rental house down there in the swamp, because I want to see what you boys are up to down there. If you guys got that house down there still running down there, I'll have to come down there one day if I can make it. But Harvest being around, I mean I can't. I'm running excavator, combine, truck, but maybe this winter, maybe I'll come down there. If and that's if maybe before the national championship, I'll come down there and cruise on down with y'all.
Hey, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Yeah, a lot of guys in here that want to see you, especially for a Miami Ohio State game at some point. Ooh.
Well, I know. Well, hey, you know what? I'll have to do you a favor, since you guys are gonna be having me down there. I'll have to wear some Miami gear if you guys got some spare gear, because
we got some.
I'm gonna need some, because I don't keep many sports clothes on me, and truthfully honest, the only thing that I keep on me are just raggy old work pants and a Case International shirt that's red. But that's all I ever own, and that's all I own.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we got it for you. You want to come down? We got some people here in Miami that are offering you a place.
Hey, well, you guys are gonna have to get me some Miami swag, because I'll have to start rocking it when I'm down there with y'all.
Absolutely.
But yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am ready to play you guys a national championship. I said this is 20 years in the making that no one ever thought was going to ever happen again. 2 teams that know when you like to talk shit and you want to back and you can't back it up against the 2 of us, you got a dang problem. And I can say that as an Ohio State fan, and I know you as a Miami fan, I think we can both agree Clemson is a clown show.
Oh, absolutely. They're a train wreck right now.
Like the only thing that they're good is probably doing like commercials for like whatever the whole like fucking like the dumb fucking commercials for fucking Sesame Street, and they're just fucking around like a bunch of morons, you know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck are you doing with a bunch of them morons? Like, why the fuck are you actually with them fucking morons? You thought you were national championships and you were bragging about it. You like, oh, you got the smoke. You don't want the smoke from us. Oh, what happened to you? You don't want the smoke. You're down there at fucking Sesame Street? Fuck you, motherfucker. You ain't doing fucking shit. Your boys out here, the 305, ain't fucking around.
Yep.
I seen how many dead bodies are laying around here. Oh my fucking god, them boys ain't fucking around. So I suggest y'all to keep your mouth shut before you get your ass whooped.
You right. You right.
This is the big dog house. You in the big dog house, you don't fuck around with Sesame Street. You in the fucking weight room and you actually fucking, and you're, kicking people's ass, raising hell. You don't give a fuck about who it is. You don't give a damn. You're just like, somebody step up from me, I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's just the bottom line when you're the big dog house, And I'm gonna say this: I respect Miami as an Ohio State fan. I respect Miami. I have a lot more respect for them than them cloud shows known as Florida and Clemson. I don't know, what the fuck's wrong with them? I seriously don't. I mean, Jaden, be honest with me. Am I wrong, or am I just out of my fucking mind?
Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. They're you're talking about Clemson, right?
Yeah.
Oh, disaster. To lose, they struggle against Troy. They lose to LSU. They lose to Georgia Tech. I did think they were going to lose to Georgia Tech, but
then they lose to Georgia, let alone Georgia.
They're bad right now. Klubnik does not look good. I thought Klubnik was going to be a very good quarterback. He looks bad.
Well, you know what? I think we can both agree that we should just at least message them and tell them, hey, you guys need to move on back to fucking Sesame Street because this ain't your road. This ain't your yard. Y'all need to own y'all need to, I don't know what you got. I don't know if you guys got Ray Lewis's number, but y'all need to get them boys out there to crash their house down with a bulldozer. Or hell, I could bring my excavator down and start tearing their walls down if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or we could just go in there, whoop their ass, and then just mail them all to Sesame Street and then just leave them there. How about that?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Just mail them all to Sesame Street and just say, fuck you. Sesame Street can keep your fucking carcasses. We don't want you in our yard. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Caden, give me a game prediction for tomorrow for UF. Or for Saturday.
Oh, UF. Dude, I got you guys winning 45-10. No absolute fucking questions.
All right.
Why? Because Miami is a powerhouse in the ACC, and they're the only powerhouse in the ACC right now that actually means business. When you actually mean fucking business, you don't fuck around and you whoop somebody's ass. You don't give a damn of who it is. That's all it is, and that's all it's ever been, and that's how I like it. And if you don't want to find out how bad it's gonna be, well, I suggest the little puppies and those little Muppet children from Clemson and Florida keep their eyes closed and turn the TV off because it's about to get fucking ugly and it's about to get fucking bloody up in here, boys. And them boys are about to carve you open, boy, and they're gonna beat your ass so bad you guys are gonna be crying to your mamas. Let's just say I don't think Clemson has graduated from nursery university. And then Florida Gators, I'll tell you what, they haven't graduated from their mama's tits. I'll tell you that now. We in the big house now. We in the big dog's house now. Let's talk about it. And I'll say this, Jaden, as a brother from another mother up in the 614 here, you already know. This is the big dog's house up here. Hell, I actually just built a place for you up here.
Oh, yeah?
For you boys.
I appreciate it.
I got a weight room for you boys. I got an extra cooler set. And actually, my buddy's beef farm donated about 500 pounds worth of meat for you boys.
Oh.
So if you guys want to start barbecuing, you guys can have us over for some barbecuing, and we'll show you how to really barbecue some motherfucking beef.
Yeah. Okay.
How about that, boys? We got a weight room. We got protein shakes, beef, pork, chicken. Oh, I asked every farmer I knew to get me some damn good beef. I got firewood for you boys. That's good cut, fresh logs. Hell, I got you boys covered.
You're right.
I'm just saying, if y'all want to come up to the house,
all right.
I'll give you the address. 3888 Suplex City Road, London, Ohio, 43123. Suplex City Road, London, Ohio, 43123. It's on a little alleyway. It's on a little gravel road, but it's a nice little place. It's like a little log cabin house. But I'm telling you,
That's dope.
I got an extra beef cooler in there for you boys in case you guys like to eat meat.
Next time I'm in London, Ohio, I'll hit you up.
I got the place for you. 3888 Suplex City Road, London, Ohio, 43123. And that's for all you boys from Miami. If you want to come up in that little house, just be warned, if you hear machinery running across the road from you, that's me and the fellas running equipment. And just be warned, be careful if you smell that bean dust and corn dust, because that's not something you want to play around, and I know you guys ain't used to that. So just be warning you, if you see combines running down the road, don't yell. Just let them roll on down the road, because that's probably me and the boys or our neighbors.
I appreciate the call, Caden.
Hey, well, you boys and my fellow brothers, my fellow big dogs of the ACC, take it easy. And you know what? In honor of you guys, I'm going to hold the 305 up for you boys. 305. And that's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. That's all it is up in this house. So, and that's the bottom line, because the fucking diesel freak said the fucking so. That's all it is to it. That's all it is.
I appreciate it, Caden.
See you boys later. Actually, not boys. See you big dogs later. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I appreciate Caden, of course. Falconer, thank you for more donos for Caden and all that. And George, a little late, but welcome. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. I appreciate you guys for coming in, tuning in. I appreciate the calls. Again, we're having fun when more people call in and talk, get more conversation going, more fun. I don't want to be the only guy talking this whole time. I want to hear what you guys got to say. So we're having fun. So go Canes this weekend. My final score prediction, I'll go 41-17. I'll be at game day. I'll be in the press box on Saturday. I'm excited for everything. I'm excited to take down the Gators today or on Saturday. Go Canes. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next week. Peace.
College football is even more exciting when you've got some action on the line, and the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread, and I've got a 40-plus year track record. 11-0 in the college football playoff for me last year against the money line, 8-3 against the spread. And I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill of Wager Talk is our ace in the hole, show stopper. 7 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick. 28-12 against the spread the last 3 years. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Corey Bratta, Matt Zemek, and Steve Dace. Check out those numbers. Become a YouTube or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and then select a betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2025 a winner now.